Ways to overcome insecurity and comparison, part 2. Like I said in my last video, not everybody is going to understand your beauty, and that's okay. As long as you're not being disrespected because of how people think you should be perceived. But it's important to know that whenever you go out and you don't get the attention that you feel like you need in that moment, you have to take back your power in that moment, because most of the times when you're going out, you're around a bunch of strangers. No stranger should be able to dictate whether or not you feel beautiful or not, or feel worthy or not. So before you go out, you have to make sure that your mindset is not set on entitlement. Because in all honesty, you don't want everybody to be able to see your beauty. Some people are blind to your beauty for a reason. You can literally not be seen by some people for your own protection. Think about the mindset that you had about 5 years ago compared to now. And think about some of the people that you would have ruined that relationship with if you met that person 5 years ago. You have to remember there's a time and a place for everything, and sometimes it's just never the time. I realized I built up my confidence a lot when I learned how to trust myself. And I only got to that point by being in my purpose. The more I was in my purpose, the more I was able to trust myself. I do children's books. I write them, I draw them. And I realized after the third one, I stopped asking for people's opinions about how they felt about my book, especially before I did it. And you can also build confidence in little ways. Speak up, even if you feel a little bit uncomfortable when people get your food wrong. Because a lot of times I figured out that when we don't trust ourselves, we'll let strangers approve us because we trust a stranger more than we trust ourselves. Isn't that wild? But getting your confidence back and getting that trust back for yourself, it takes a little bit, but it starts with little things. Correct people when they say your name wrong. If somebody gets your food wrong, correct them. And if you are in the wrong, be okay with possibly being in the wrong. Just make sure you're polite about it. Start to create things, even if you don't think you're that creative. And it doesn't necessarily have to be artistic, like a drawing, but you can be creating something every single day. Create on TikTok, just talk. You'll build up your confidence in ways that you're like, wow, you won't even recognize like how different of a person you'll be after just doing the little things. But that's how you build back up your confidence. You start to do things that will make you trust yourself, but you can't just do it and expect it to be there the next day. Like, it's literally little stuff that you have to do. That's the little stuff that will make your voice break down over time. You got this. You got this. Just try, little by little, step by step.